Hey guys, this will be the very first map of TeamLiquid Map Contest 10 or Map Contest 12 that we will be reviewing. This is bandwidth of the standard category by the music. This was probably one of the most solidly built maps in the category itself, at least from the ones that the judges considered to the finalists. Obviously, the first thing that jumps at you, I'm sorry for moving the camera so much, is obviously it is a very pretty map, and it is also based on the layout based on Coda and Muspelheim by Jackie or Wimpark, if I recall correctly, and Coda by ICL. It is a very like classically standard map, but it had a couple issues, and the most important one was in the natural. When discussing the map, this is like something that personally made me like very uneasy, but after discussion with other judges, and we decided that it will be like acceptable. It used to be like considerably worse, but I think that this is the Q8 version. Yeah, indeed it is. So this is the version that got like some very small changes. So this is something that I was told that it shouldn't be like too much of a problem, but it's still something like that makes me like kind of wince to needing to just see something like this, like a three building plus pylon wall off. It is not something that we are like quite used to nowadays, and that is like probably what makes me like kind of not. I'm not sure if this is like all acceptable. Like the ramp makes it okay, but it is still like a risk. This is like seriously, like just analyzing the entire map, that's like probably the biggest problem the map has, that the wall is like slightly exposed. But at the same time, because it is a standard map, it can't get kind of away with like putting like some more aggression based challenges to the players. So that's why it made the finalist. A very big meme that the map had, and a huge amount of other maps had, it's sadly the issue with cannon rushes. They have been like steadily over the last like year to like 9 months, ever since the shield batteries were added and the meta game started settling again. We have seen more and more like a problem with cannon rushes, and nowadays we were like seriously discussing problems with gate plus pylon wall-offs, something like this. This is like a very contentious issue for all of us, because it has the potential to break a huge amount of maps. I don't think that it is that much of a problem. Like the gateway pylon based rushes have always been like weaker than 3 pylon cannon rushes, because you need to wait for the pylon, and then only then you can build a gateway and play the full block off. A fix for this map is like very simple. You just need to add these plates in there, and it is basically fixed. But I'm not gonna say that your map will get like dequalify instantly, if your map has something like this. But it is something that you need to be more mindful of than we used to be in the past. When Legacy of the Void like launched, these cannon rushes were like basically people saying that cannon rushes are dead, mostly because of the new ranged capabilities. And then with the siege tank changes, it became even more so. But with the new changes to the shield battery, and now with the immortal, with the robotics change, the immortal pushes with like some cheesy builds with immortal pushes later is like problematic. So keep an eye out, guys. This is an easy fix for that. When it comes to the rest of the map, we also have been having issues with the mineral lines. Generally, when it comes to this type of mineral lines, even when they are like quasi standard, and that is fine, like for example has the small little spot in here to worker stack and defend your mineral line from like very aggressive like 13-12 that breach into the main base, stuff like that, or rushes or nidus or whatever. It's okay, but diagonal mineral lines are preferred nowadays for main bases, just because they provide a more steady income rate. It is unknown if Blizzard will continue to change mineral lines. That's not something that we can have like a voice on. So, but that's still something that we should like be watchful of. In this case, for example, the mineral line could be slightly more exposed, I feel, to this area, just in order to drive more action, more memes, more like banshees, maybe mutalisks doing their thing. Nowadays we don't see them as that much, but still. When it comes to the rest of the map, it's like a very good example of what people should do when it comes to creating like absurdly solid layouts. Always be watchful when doing this kind of thing in order to make sure that it can't be walled off and avoid like memes. I'm not sure if this is like acceptable or not, but it's like a third base, so it doesn't even matter all that much. It could be like a pylon, gates, whatever. It has obviously it has the overlord pods around the center. It is basically like as standard as it can get, and pros will like basically probably love it because of it. When it comes to the corner bases, it is fine. It is alright. Maybe you could add like a small rogging here to allow for an easier wall off, even easier wall off. But that might make it like slightly too turtly. I'm not sure. Maybe if Music wants, he could go jump in and analyze some games from Coda that had a similar setup in the corner bases. But that's kind of up in the air, really, because I think it works already. That will make it like slightly more tiltier, but that's an option. The double rocks in here, I think is beautiful. I think it will work great. Rocks in here, in the center, in the middle bridge. They're okay. They're okay. Yeah, no, there is literally like not even much to talk about. What I really like the aesthetics of it. It looks incredible, guys. Good job, Music. What else? Oh yeah, maybe create a small little jumping spot around here, especially around the back of the mineral line. Maybe you could remove a small section of doodads, move this doodad, this final of the pipes, this curve of the pipes around here, and cut up a couple. That could help reduce, like alleviate the pressure from cannon rushes in this area as well, and allowing like an extra river jump spot just for like extra memes for Terran to be able to like scout and just be able to see stuff. The Bespin guides are like very well positioned, so that's basically it. It is a very solid map, and one that I'm like very much looking into maybe getting high rankings in the finalist, but that's unknown. We will see what the players vote. But anyhow, guys, this has been the first review of the TeamLiquid Map Contest finalists, of TeamLiquid Map Contest 12 finalists. Bandwidth by the Music. Take care, guys. See you in the next one.